Hello everybody, here Rene from Spain with a new video, and this one is about the band Flotsam and Jetsam. I mean, for me they are underrated bands because they have released very good records and some not very good. I mean, let's be honest, but they released one especially very good one, actually two, but the one I'm going to review is this one from 1988, and this is just an amazing record. And the reason I'm going to review this one today is because I was reading an interview with the drummer in this magazine, in the Aardschok magazine from March 2014. It's a Dutch heavy metal magazine, or metal magazine. And here the drummer is talking about No Place for Disgrace. And the reason he's talking about it is because this record is going to be re-recorded, or maybe they are doing it right now, and it's going to be of course released again like that with a new recording, because the drummer said that the sound is okay but could be better. I mean, I don't know if that's true, if it's going to be better, I don't know, but I love the sound of this record because it sounds raw, it sounds aggressive and violent, and that's what any good thrash speed metal album should sound like, of course. You all know that. But anyway, I think this band, like I said before, has not been very lucky, because I think they should be a lot bigger, because they started very well with this record, Doomsday for the Deceiver, back in '86. And here we still have USA Newsted in the band, that later, of course, you all know, went to Metallica. But he was the main writer of the songs, including the lyrics of this record. And he was really the motor behind the band, you know. He was the guy that was getting concerts for the band. He was the guy doing the promo. He was the guy getting interviews done, etc. I mean, he was really the motor behind this band. I mean, everything I'm telling you, the drummer is talking about it in this interview, eh? It's nothing I'm making up. You know, it's the drummer Kelly David Smith that said all this. Because here, for example, you can see it says that it was written by the band, but it was not really the band. I mean, some things, yes, but it was more Jason Newsted that did this. That's why when he left, you know, they felt like lost. They didn't know what to do. I mean, you know, they really had to get the guts together. And that's what they did, you know. They really got together, and then they started recording this record. You know, that to me it's just amazing, this album, because you know, because songs like No Place for Disgrace, they could have been easily on this record, because it sounds like a thrash speed metal song. It's very cool. Or Escape from Within, that has a Metallica touch, you know, surprisingly enough, because it's a song that goes. Has slow parts and heavy parts. You know, it's like going up and down like that. You know, slow and heavy. Slow and heavy. And it's very, very cool. And I also love the song I Live You Die. And that one is actually a very old song. You know, it's an old song that was released first on the 1985 demo. You know, that's why it's an old track by the band. And could also have been on the debut album easily, because the song's very good. And then we also have here Heart on You, that's again a very good song, and Misguided Fortune. I mean, Misguided Fortune is like really, really cool song with a lot of great riffs, because that's what's cool about this record. It's, you know, the guitar players really invented very cool riffs for this record. I think, you know, and very nice solos too. And I think they did an amazing job. Another guy that did a very good job was Eric A.K., the singer, because I think he sings better on this album than on their first album. And then the only thing I don't really like about this record, and that's why it's not a 10, I give it a 9, because I never liked the Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting cover song. I mean, this originally is from Elton John, you know, I never really care about him. And plus the song, I never cared about the song either, and the way they are playing it. I just don't like this song, you know, that's why, you know, it's a shame. But all the rest, it's great. And this record came out in 1988, and it still sounds very good today. You know, it came out on Roadrunner Records. Okay, this is what I want to show. Quickly, I want to show you another album I like very much by them. I have more stuff in the collection, of course, but this Quattro, I think, was quite a cool record. It was better than the third album. You know, this Quattro. This was, of course, the fourth album from 1992, and this had some good songs in it. And this gets really better after each play, this CD. You know, of course, in another video I will show you some other Flotsam and Jetsam on my own. Before I end this, I want to say that I think this band, of course, should have been bigger. You know, at least like Exodus or Testament. You know, at least be a bigger name, because they release cool stuff. And some other records of bands or bands that I think should have made it bigger. You know, at least get out of the underground more. Is this one, The Tent? Snow White, Cold Steel, Harder Attack with some Nuclear Assault members, Blood Feast. I'll just show you a couple, you know, that I think of bands that should have made it bigger. At War, Dead Angel. Yeah, I know Dead Angel is big, but not as big as Testament or Exodus, I think. And they should have made it bigger. Or Violence. Because all these bands released great demos and great records. But of course there was no cake for everybody, because there were so many records coming out during the late 80s of thrash metal that it was impossible to buy everything for the fans. But that was